When we think of lobsters, often we think of Maine, but the industry right here on Long Island used to be booming. Now the lobster population is at a record low, and lobster men warn that changes to harvesting rules could be the end. CBS 2's Carolyn Gusoff reports now on the lobster loss.
At Northport Fish and Lobster Company, the tanks are filled with fresh lobsters, but not from the nearby Long Island Sound.
Most of our lobsters are coming from Maine and Canada right now.
Why?
Because all the lobsters have been dying out in the Sound for the past 10 years.
Northport Harbor, once buzzing with dozens of lobster boats, now has just a handful. And most of the only 20 lobstermen left harvesting the Long Island Sound from Long Island and Connecticut gathered in East Setauket to tell New York State regulators that tighter restrictions will be the last straw in an already decimated industry.
You're sacrificing the lobstermen for the lobsters.
We will be done. Lobster fishing in Long Island Sound will be no more. It'll be a distant memory, and it's unacceptable.
This meeting to come up with the least painful way to increase lobster egg production in the Sound. The Atlantic States Marine Fisheries Commission is proposing to accomplish this with new restrictions on either the size of lobsters they can harvest or the months of the season or number of traps. It's an answer to record low numbers of lobster stock.
It seems to be maybe a climate-related issue because lobsters don't like warm water. And in Long Island Sound in particular, there's been a really dramatic increase. In fact, we're talking about 95% or more fewer lobsters than there were even a decade ago.
But lobstermen say the restrictions are unnecessary since Superstorm Sandy flushed the Sound.
We have seen more lobsters the past few years than we have in the past 17 years. We're finally starting to get somewhere, and they're going to change things again.
Regulators say while there are pockets of abundance, the recent decline is a serious problem. A decision is expected in June and will impact the industry for several years. In Suffolk County, Long Island, Carolyn Gusoff, CBS 2 News.
And the next time the commission will survey the lobster population in the Sound will be in 2020.